What is up, guys? How are y'all doing today? Welcome back to the channel for another episode of Retro Reviews. Well, I've got a different, something different for y'all today. I've been hinting around about this for a while. So yeah, finally getting around to it, So yeah, we're talking Atlas Earth today. Like I said, this is a very different video for me, from what I normally do. Yeah, even though, my channel is retro, we love the retro things, right? We love the video games, the music, the movies. We love it all, right? But we are living in the 21st century. So yes, I do have used today's technology, right? And apps and all that stuff, even though I was late to the party. I'll give you an example. I did not get this is a little tidbit, right, about retro, little golden nugget, if you will. But yeah, I did not get a smartphone until 2018. Okay, so I waited a full 11 years until after the smartphone was released in 2007 before I finally broke down and got one. Up until 2018, I was still rocking the flip phone. All right. But yeah, I've talked about Atlas Earth. I've just mentioned it here in passing, here and there, So let's get into it. This video may be a little lengthy. I'm gonna try not to have it too long. I'll just say this: if I told you everything about Atlas Earth in this video, it would be a very long video, because Atlas Earth it's like an onion. There's just so many layers to it. There's just so many things that you can do in it, right? There's just so many facets, there's just a lot to uncover. So in this video, I just want to, I definitely want to get to, cover the basics, so so going forward after watching this video, you'll have a good idea and get the gist of what Atlas Earth is all about, right? So let's just talk about it, all right? So what do you say? Let's hang out. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about it, and your thoughts are welcome in the comments below. Whether you are a current player or if you've heard about it and are thinking about playing, share your thoughts. So let's get into it. How did I come across this app? Right, this game, this slash app. I believe it was just random, probably on, I'm gonna say maybe YouTube videos. It was basically, I just saw an ad for it. It was where this person, I think someone they had some kind of beef with or whatever. Maybe they turned, it was something about their something about the community, the housing community guy. Turned them in for something, but he bought the land where that person's shed is sitting on. So basically, now he's earning rent for the rest of his life. It's kind of like his little revenge or whatever. So that's kind of, I was like, okay, it's kind of, it's a very different ad from any other games that I've seen before. So that ad got me just curious. That was enough bait for me to bite and see, all right, let's see what this is about. Is that real? You can really earn money, earn rent on this game? So I looked into it, right? I put on my Sherlock Holmes gear, and I went on to the investigation. I was on the case. Okay. So I looked into it. I dove into it. And what Atlas Earth is, as I've discovered, because I've been playing for a year now. So I'm 1 year in and still going at it here. But what it is you buy virtual or digital parcels of land, so square parcels of land, and you earn rent off of that. You earn money on every digital parcel of land that you own. Okay, so I was skeptical at first too, right? Because I was like, how they're not just going to give you money, right? I mean, how no company can do that, or they'd be out of business. So how it works is a lot of this is based on advertising, ad revenue, right? So I'll just say it from the beginning right here. There is a lot of watching ads, okay? So that's basically how Atlas Earth is able to pay you, because you're like, how do you earn rent? Who pays you? Atlas Earth pays you, right? So how it works is you watch ads. These companies pay Atlas Earth to run their ads, and Atlas Earth pays you. That's basically how it works in a nutshell. All right. So yeah, there is a lot of ads. That's kind of like, that's kind of the driving force of the game. That's the fuel, right? Ad revenue. All right. So you're like, well, how do you buy parcels of land? So everything comes down. So here's the thing, right? Like, I know people's like, no, wait, I don't want to invest money, because if you start talking like that, like, oh, so you gotta like buy the land and somehow you're going to get it back. It's like, hold on, don't get excited. There's many ways you can play this game. Okay, that's the cool thing about it. There's not just like one way to go about it, and which is nice. It's kind of like whatever whatever you feel like doing, however whichever way works for you, then go with it, right? So that's the beauty of Atlas Earth. So let's talk about it. How do you buy land? You do not just say, hey, you don't use real money. You buy land by Atlas bucks. Okay, so that's kind of like Monopoly. So it has been said that Atlas Earth is kind of a cross between Monopoly and Pokemon Go, right? So because this game does require you to move around in the world, go out into the world. I mean, you can just play at home, okay? But as you're going to see here, because we're going to buy a piece of land here today, because you can only buy so much land from your at your current location. You're going to need to move out further to buy more. Now you can buy quite a bit. You can buy quite a bit just stationary where you're at. But yeah, the goal of Atlas Earth is to get people to go out into the world, explore the world, right? Explore the real world and the digital world at the same time, basically. So that's what they call Atlas Earth. It is the digital layer of the real world, right? So this is, or you could call it the metaverse, right? Atlas bucks is the driving force of the game. Without Atlas bucks, you basically can't do nothing. So you got to get Atlas bucks, all right? So how do you get Atlas bucks? So, well, one way is watching ads. So we're on this is the main screen here. This is the map screen, right? This is your map. So, but let's just go to the shop page, okay? Scroll up here. So yeah, so right there you see it says free. So you tap on that. And we're going to watch an ad here. So, and you'll get 2 Atlas bucks, right? So you can watch an ad every 20 minutes and you'll get 2 Atlas bucks. So just by watching ads alone, you can get 6 Atlas bucks per hour just by watching ads, right? All right, let's go ahead and there we go. Close it out. Bam, you just got 2 free Atlas bucks. Cool beans. Alright, so that adds to my total. So right now I got 124 Atlas bucks. A parcel of land costs 100 Atlas bucks, okay? So yeah, watching ads every 20 minutes, you can get 6 Atlas bucks an hour. You know, you watch 3 ads an hour, you'll get 6 Atlas bucks. So that and it on its own adds up over time, right? Another way to get Atlas bucks is, we'll go back to the shop page here. Here's the AMP program, right? The AMP program is where you, let's see, get bucks. All right, we'll go to my favorites. And these are companies that have partnered with Atlas Earth, that have joined their rewards program, you know. So you may see some names you know here. Yeah, Firehouse Subs. There we go. Yeah, Advanced Auto Parts, Auntie Anne's, Hothead Burritos, TJ's. There's Hardee's. It's all depending on your area. You know, some people have Jersey Mike's on there. There's a guy that I watch on YouTube. His channel name is Bronze Dragon. He talks about Atlas Earth a lot. He does a live stream on Sundays at noon. He's a cool guy. He talks about Atlas Earth a lot, but he is lucky. I'm like jealous of him because he has a place in his area called Salad Works, and they give you 4 Atlas bucks per every dollar you spend. Now here with Auntie Anne's, I'll zoom it in here. Yeah, you can see with Auntie Anne's, I do get 3 Atlas bucks per dollar I spend with them. So, you know, that's pretty decent, right? So yeah, just the other day, I went to, because every now and then they'll have a special to where the AMP program is 3 times boost, right? So, you know, basically multiplied by 3. So on that day, Auntie Anne's for me was 9 Atlas bucks per dollar spent, right? So that kind of made it nice. I went to Auntie Anne's, I got a pretzel dog and a pepperoni pretzel, right, and a drink, and I ended up getting like 107 Atlas bucks for that visit on Auntie Anne's. So that was like pretty cool, right? Then I headed over to Advanced Auto Parts. I got me a battery for my key fob for my car. Bam, there was 29 Atlas bucks. I was like, cool beans. That was something, you know, it's like something I needed anyway, and I got some Atlas bucks on top of it as like a bonus, you know. And then I finished out the day with a dinner from Hothead Burritos. I got another 55 Atlas bucks from them. So yeah, that's nice when they do those bonuses like that. So yeah, the AMP program is nice. It's like you're not just forking out money for Atlas bucks, you're getting a service or getting a product, like, you know, in this case a battery for my key fob or a meal, right? So it's kind of a win-win. It's you know, these businesses, these restaurants are getting your business. It's kind of just a nice triangle there, you know, Atlas Earth, you and the business all just coming together in harmony there, right? So it's kind of a nice marriage there. All right, so that's the AMP program, they call it. Also, scroll down here more. Yeah, the Atlas Arcade. These are arcade games that you can download and basically get Atlas bucks that way. And these are games that are free to download, free to play. You know, you just reach a certain goal in the game and you get so many Atlas bucks. So here's games that I've downloaded already. There's a lot on there. Okay, so you got arcade games to download to get Atlas bucks. Surveys, right? So if you like surveys, you can you know, give your opinion. It'll show you here, you know, how long the survey should take you and how many Atlas bucks you're going to get. Now they are, I will say, and just being full transparency here and honest, the surveys are hit and miss, you know, because the surveys they are looking for a certain surveys are looking for a certain type of person, right? They want to know from a certain type of people. So some surveys you'll you can get kicked out or not qualify for, and that sort of thing. So surveys are hit and miss, but they are still nice because they are. I'm still gonna say they are quicker. They get you Atlas bucks quicker than arcade games, because arcade games you gotta devote a lot of time. These surveys, 17 minutes, 3 minutes, this depends, 26 minutes, 10 minutes, they're just different times, but, you can do a survey in 15, 20 minutes and bam, and you get some Atlas bucks, right? So yeah, surveys is another way. And then lastly down here is if you travel, right? You see right there, Atlas Travel. Book your hotel through Atlas Earth and get Atlas bucks that way. Now, I'm not a traveler, so, I haven't used it. If I ever did travel and was going to go somewhere, I definitely would take advantage of it because I heard that you do get big Atlas bucks using that. So those are ways you get Atlas bucks. Another way is like I said earlier, I mentioned Pokemon Go, right? It's got that aspect of it. Pokemon Go was a game the developers said they drew inspiration from when creating this game, right? So how that works is you basically go on scavenger hunts, right? So you go out into the real world and you need to get diamonds. You need to go diamond hunting, right? Yeah, I'll go over all the icons here. I know there's, like I said, Atlas Earth is like an onion. There's so many layers. There's so much to it. But it's really not complicated. It may seem overwhelming at first, but once you get the swing of it, you'll be just fine. But yeah, let's tap my little calendar here. This is my daily check-in, right? Here I'm on day 20, so let's just go ahead and collect, just for checking in, bam, look. I got an Atlas buck, right? Just for checking in. Now, I'm on day 20 right now. See, let's go back here. See, the gray is where you've already collected. See, so there you see on day 20 or on day 14, I collected 25 Atlas bucks, right? So that was nice. Day 7, yeah, 8 Atlas bucks. Now this is the free side. This is if you're playing for free, right? Now over here on the right this is the Explorers Club streak bonus, and now the Explorers Club does cost you money if you want to join it. It's $50 a month. I would not recommend it starting out, just so you can get your feet wet, earn some money, and see for yourself that the game is for real. Don't just take my word for it, right? Because that's what I did. I did join the Explorers Club at one point. But let's just scroll down here further, and we'll see the more bonuses. So yeah, there you go. At day 30, I'll get 50 Atlas bucks because, like I said, I'm just free play right now, and probably will stay that way from here on out. I just did the Explorers Club one time on a 90-day run as a one-time deal, just to give myself a boost in the game, and it was nice. It was nice while I was doing that. But again, I joined Atlas Earth to make money, not to. I really wasn't looking at this as a long-term investment. I was looking to basically give myself a boost, but that's for the 90 days. But then it's like, all right, I did it. Now it's about making money and collecting that rent. So that's what I'm doing. But yeah, day 30, I'll get 50 Atlas bucks. Here, let's scroll down even more. Yeah, day 60, I'll get 80 Atlas bucks. And on day 90, I will get 200 Atlas bucks on the free side. Now, as you can see, the rewards are much greater on the Explorers Club side. On day 90, you'll get 1,200. I take that back. I'm sorry. When you're part of the Explorers Club, you get both sides, right? So on day 90, you would get 1,400 Atlas bucks, right? So boom. So yeah, talk about a boost. So right there, just on that day 90, that's 14 parcels of land. You know, so that is that's big time there. So there's your daily login bonus. That's more just another free ways to get Atlas books. Okay, so about the diamond hunting, it's like, well, what do you use the diamonds for? Well, let me show you right here. We get to spin the wheel here. So but it takes a diamond to spin, right? You have to have a diamond to spin the wheel. So it takes one diamond per spin. So as you can see, there's my diamond count, right? I got 1,451 diamonds. So yeah, diamonds are free to get. You just got to find them and you tap on them, bam, and they go into your inventory. All right, so let's spin the wheel here. Let's hope we get some good spins. All right, let's give her a spin here. Ooh, first spin is 2 Atlas bucks. Decent. It's better than getting a diamond back, because to me that's like a wasted spin, right? Spin number 2. We just got 1. All right. Spin number 3. Another 2 Atlas bucks. So we got 5 Atlas bucks on our first 3 spins. Not bad. Now, when you play for free, you can spin 5 times. Now, the last two we got to watch an ad, right? So let's go ahead and do that. And a 4th spin, we got another buck. So we're up to 6 now on these spins. 1 more spin. Watch another ad. And another 2 Atlas bucks. So I've had worse nights, right? Not great, but I've had worse. All right. So there you go. There's my 5 spins for the day. I can spin again in 21 hours and 27 minutes. So yeah, the new spins and your daily check-in starts at midnight, right? So as you can see, this is a late video. It is 2:33 a.m. according to my Casio G-Shock as the timing of the filming of this video. So yes, Retro is a night owl. Alright, let's close that out. Back to the main screen. I have 133 Atlas bucks now. So, yeah, I got 9 Atlas bucks for between the spins and my daily check-in. Yeah, there you can see a diamond. I'll zoom in so you can see it. See, there's a diamond in the distance, right? Yeah, my guy's moving. So yeah, those are the diamonds. That's what they look like. You can here. I'll zoom out, and you can. Yeah, you might not be able to see it there, but I can. It is in the distance. But yeah, those are the diamonds. They have to be in your circle here. See my radius. This is my playable radius, they call it. But yeah, in the circle, that diamond's got to be in the circle for you to be able to capture it, right? All right, so let's buy a piece of land so you can see what that's like. Select an available plot of land to purchase it. Alright, let's go for this little parcel right here. Sure, and yep, buy this land for 100 Atlas bucks. Yep, let's do it. Are you sure? Sure. Ooh, we got an epic plot of land. How about that? Nice. Epic is like the second best variety of land you can get. Let's just talk about that. All right, I'm happy I was able to get an epic piece of land with you guys here during this video. So yeah, you're like, epic, what's that mean? Well, let's go to it. Yeah, I got the feed off. There's the what the feed looks like. That's the live feed. That's just showing you all the activity of what's going on in Atlas Earth right now. People buying land, people buying badges, passport badges, or doing legendary parcel upgrades. But you can minimize the feed there. So let's tap on my picture here. Okay, so there's the my name is Retro Cube in Atlas Earth. That's what I called myself. But yeah, here's the varieties of land. There's four different kinds. The first one is common. Second one is rare. The third one is epic. That's what we got tonight. And the fourth one and best kind you can get is legendary, right? So there you go. Right now I have 226 commons, 123 rares, 58 epics now, and 23 legendaries. So, so yeah, your common is, of course, your most, like you would guess, your most common. A rare is better than common, of course. That's how it gets. See, that's the progression. All right. So basically, the better the land, the more money you make. Because you make money on each individual piece of land, combined. So basically, all your commons, all your rares, all your epics, all your legendaries, you're making money on all of them. So you're like, well, what's the deal with these different types of land? The common, the rare, the epic, the legendaries. Well, the deal is money. What it boils down to is, the common is the lowest paying piece of land. It's the most common, it's the lowest paying. Rare, it pays better than a common. An epic pays better than a rare, and of course, the legendary is the best. How it works is basically a rare pays you 1.5 times what a common does. An epic pays you double of what a common does, and a legendary pays you 4 times the amount of a common. So a legendary is equivalent to having 4 commons. Epic is equivalent to 2 commons, right? So that's kind of how that works. So yeah, all your pieces of land are paying you different amounts, but also together at the same time. So I know maybe it sounds complicated, but it's actually it's not really, But again, just go out and buy land, and but as you can see, you're gonna have more commons than anything, because that's why they call it common. There's more commons than any other piece of land, and as you can see, that as you might expect, the progression, right, of your better pieces of land, you're going to have fewer of those, right? That's just how it is. So, but yeah, that's the thing about the different pieces of land, which, like I said, this game, Atlas Earth, it's cool, Yeah, I have not had a. Let's zoom back in here. Yeah, I just really dug the aspect of this game. It just, like I said, I just started out playing for free because I was like, well, let's give him a chance, right? Because I'm skeptical to where I'm like, I'm not a sucker, right? Believe me, I've been duped before, okay, on different things. But as you get older, right, you're supposed to be wiser, and it's like, all right, I am skeptical, okay, but at the same time, I still try to be fair and like, okay, let's give it a look, let's see what it's all about, let's see if there is anything to it, let's see if it is legit, because I was looking at, I've started watching YouTube videos. and there's a lot of people playing this game, and it's really caught fire in the years since I've been playing it, right? I started playing this game in March of 24, and it's really caught fire, and the popularity has increased, and everything I've seen from the game, because I've watched their official YouTube video, or their official YouTube channel, and they do a podcast now. They've started doing a podcast. The guys on Atlas Earth. There's a lot of players, a lot of people that play Atlas Earth. They do videos. So I watched a lot of YouTube videos. I read the reviews on the Google Play Store, and that is the cool thing. It is available on Android or iOS. So if you're an Apple person, you're going to Atlas Earth is available to you as well. So yeah, I looked into it, and I was skeptical at first. I was like, but let's give it a try. Let's give it a whirl, see how it goes, and let's see if I actually make some money. And to my surprise and delight, I've made money. So yeah, I'm gonna hold it. So yeah, you can see right there. There is my virtual rent right now calculating, right? So that's how it works. Your rent calculates by the second, 24 hours a day. But you definitely want to stay boosted, right? You want to stay boosted because when you're boosted, you're earning more rent. Okay, so let's just tap on my rent there. There's my, maybe you can see it better there. Those numbers are always moving, always calculating by the second. So as I'm catching some Z's, getting my rest for the night, whenever I do eventually toss off, I'm earning rent. I'm earning money on Atlas Earth. And that's why I dug the concept of the game. Is that you can, when you get enough, land, then you're gonna, start earning some money. So yes, I will say, starting out, the game is very slow. Okay, so yes, don't think you're going to get rich quick, or get rich at all. Okay. But just look at this game as something that you build it over time. All right. So don't be thinking you're going to come in and play it for a couple weeks and do a quick money grab. It ain't like that. This is for the long haul. This is for the long game. Building something over time. So I've been playing a year now, right? So let's just go to the leaderboard here. You see the world leaderboard, the national, the state, and the town that you live in. So here's the world leaderboard. Let's go to the United States. So that is the cool thing about Atlas Earth also, right? Is you can become the president of your country, the governor of your state, or the mayor of your town. How it works is there's, whoever owns the most land in the area, you're the top dog. So, as you can see right now, the president of the United States is this Shaman 15 or Shaman. I don't know whichever way you say it, but Shaman 15. They have 111,616 parcels of land. Now that person has dumped serious money into this game. Okay, to the tune of easily over $300,000. So they're a wealthy person, right? And they're just having fun, and they like seeing their name at the top of a leaderboard. These are the top players in the nation right now. The King of Queens is, he's got 93,000 parcels of land. This guy here, Count Maximus, he was president, but he got overtaken. Stealth was president when I first started playing. Then he got overtaken by Count Maximus. Then Shaman came out and blew them all away. So let's go to the state. I'm in Ohio, so yeah, Shaman has come in my state. He's even the governor of Ohio. He has the most parcels of land in Ohio, right? By a long shot. So, but here we go to my town, and there I am. I'm the mayor of my town, right? I have now 428 parcels of land. So so that's kind of cool, right? Retro is the mayor of his town, so that's kind of cool. 428 parcels of land. I'll do some more Atlas Earth videos. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see some more Atlas Earth videos on the channel. I'll do a story about the mayorship, of how I took it and how that played out, because this video's already got some runtime on it as it is. I don't want it to be too long, but yeah, the gist of it is, like I said, I just really dug the concept. Once I found out it was legit, right? I just dug the concept of you buy parcels of land, digital parcels of land in the real world, where you're at, or anywhere you travel, and you earn money off of that, and it's kind of cool. It's legit. Atlas Earth has been, they've been around for about 3 years now, so I don't think they're going anywhere. Especially when you got like people like that sinking that kind of money into it, right? They're looking to get a return on their investment, right? So I'm gonna say Atlas Earth, it ain't just a fly-by-night. It ain't just gonna be one of those apps where it's gonna disappear tomorrow. I really have good feelings about it, because just watching the videos on YouTube from the guys, they are a transparent company, right? And the one guy, Mod Manning, he's even on Reddit, so he's even responded to my comments that I've left on Reddit, so that's cool. From what I've seen, they're good, decent people, and they're running a legit business, and I dig that, right? So I do endorse Atlas Earth. I recommend it, right? So just one final thing here I do want to show is, let's just tap my name again. So yeah, as you can see there's my total money that I've earned since playing Atlas Earth. I've earned $224 dollars, right? That's real money. $224 in the year that I've been playing. Like I said, it's not you're not going to get rich, right? And especially, like I said, it is slow. It is a slow start, but once you get going, then it builds momentum, right? That's kind of how it goes. It starts out slow, like you're creeping, but then you build momentum. So yeah, let's just go back to just to show you. So yeah, here's my redemption history, right? I usually cash out when I get $10. I'll probably do a separate video of just me cashing out, because like I said, this video's already got a lot of time on it. But yeah, so as you can see, I've cashed out several times. First started out at $5. $13 was the most I cashed out, but usually, yeah, 10 when I get to $10, bam, and I'm cashing out. So I think I've covered a lot in the video. There's more to talk about. You could talk about Atlas Earth for hours, but I think after this video, you now have at least a decent idea of what it's about. There is a lot of watching ads, but you play games, you do surveys, visit some restaurants in your area, own Atlas Bucks that way. Buy parcels of land. One final thing I will touch on is the other thing to get is, besides parcels of land, you also do buy badges here for your passport. See, I got this filled out. These are all the passport badges that I've bought. I'm up to level 5 now, and it's like, well, why would you do that? It's because when you get up to the certain levels, right, that gives you a permanent boost on your rent. So I'm at level 5, which is the highest 25% increase boost in my rent. So I'm at the max right now on the badges. So yeah, how that works is you go to basically like every state, every country, every town has a badge, right? So I'll just look at, let's see here. There we go. I'll get to the city of my birth, Zanesville, Ohio, right? I visited Zanesville, Ohio, and got the badge for my passport down there. So yeah, I even have memories of that. I went to Zanesville, right? And I ended up going to TJ's restaurant while I was there. Had a meal. And got Atlas bucks that way, right? So I got some Atlas bucks and had a meal and got the badge all in one trip there. So it was kind of nice. Even though that was several months ago, I still remember that, right? So yeah, you get your badges, right? Now they are 200 Atlas bucks, so they are twice as much as a parcel. So there you go. So okay, guys. Well, if you got any questions, feel free to ask in the comments below, and I will answer to the best of my ability. Right? I'm sure I've left things out in this video, but I think I've shared enough to where you get the gist of it, and you maybe could probably have enough information now to decide whether you think you'd be interested in Atlas Earth. It's like it's passive income, right? I'm earning money in my sleep or while I'm doing my regular job. That's the cool thing. I'm earning money in Atlas Earth 24 hours a day. Like I said, yeah, is it big money? Can I quit my day job and just do Atlas Earth? No. It's basically passive money, passive income, or cash on the side, as they call it, right? So if you would be interested in joining and playing Atlas Earth, do yourself and me a favor and sign up through my referral link, right? If you do that, you will get 200 bonus Atlas bucks if you do that, right? So that's 2 pieces of land that you can get if you sign up through my link, and then I get 100 Atlas bucks. So you get double. You get 2 pieces of land, I get 1. So it's a win-win, right? We help each other out that way. So yeah, sign up through my link, my referral link. I will leave that link in the description box below and in the comment section below, right? So you sign up through that link. It takes you directly to the Play Store, and then you can download it, and you'll be good to go, right? So if you would do that, I'd be much obliged. So okay, guys, I think that's going to do it this time. So thanks once again for tuning in. But yeah, leave me your thoughts in the comments below. Have you seen Atlas Earth? Have you heard about it? Do you know anybody who is currently playing it? And if you have any questions, yeah, let me know. I'll get back to you and I'll answer the best I can, right? Because after a year playing, I do know the ins and outs of the game, right? So until next time, guys, have a good one, okay? And I'll see you when I see you. But if this is your first time to the channel, tap subscribe. Then the bell, ding ding, so you're notified when I upload new videos. So until next time, guys, stay frosty, keep it retro, and come Lord Jesus.
We're fighters for truth, justice, and the American way.
And liftoff. We have liftoff. Challenger has cleared the tower.